Welcome back to Sweet Tea Hot Topics with Rashika. The tea is getting steamy in Bravo land. Oh my goodness. So it looks like there's a lot of pausing and rebooting and rethinking some of the shows. And I got to tell you, I am getting excited about one of those, and that is Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, you guys know, if you've been watching the show, you can see that the last season, I think it was maybe 16, I may be wrong, I may have to check that, was a bit flat. And I want to say everything from the reunion to those last few episodes with Drew and her drama and the Todd drama and back and forth with Candy and Sonya. And okay, so it was falling flat. So there were some talk in the streets about when they were talking about the first reboot. And then Sonya came back and she was like, no, that's just rumors. I haven't heard anything about it. Well, it has now come out that they are looking at possibly keeping Candy, Sheree, and Kenya. Oh, geez. And kind of giving it the New York flip. And check this out. Oh my gosh. Now, remember, I just talked on my last show about how about we just make these, call the show a good show because it's a good show and they are entertaining us, and it not be so much about the age. Well, we're looking at it now being a reboot and switch up, and it just being which they say, a more diverse show of 30 and 40-year-olds. Okay, we doing the age thing now. So now we are not entertained by women who have reached a certain age. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. I hope that's not what we doing. But it looks like people are really starting to feel the New York, younger vibe. I haven't quite gotten there yet. I'm still getting to know the women and who they are gonna, kind of mesh and evolve into on the show. So I'm not really loving them because they are younger. That's not the thing for me. I'm just getting to know them as women and how they're going to play to the cameras and producers and that sort of thing. But it's looking like Atlanta may be getting a bit of a younger cast. And I'm trying to figure out what are they meaning when they say a more diverse cast. Because right now, Real Housewives of Atlanta is all African American women. And so I'm trying to figure that part out. I'll be paying attention though. I will be paying attention, and I will come back to give you more as soon as I am able to dig and find out more whenever more starts to spill, okay? So, that's not the only show that is kind of in a bit of a transition, or we don't quite know where we're going to go yet because we are on pause. Real Housewives of New Jersey. And this one doesn't surprise me. This one does not surprise me at all, because if you've been paying attention, there was like the stuff between Teresa and Melissa, and it was giving me the vibe of, I don't know, maybe we may need a little reboot. We may need a pause. We may need a kumbaya with the in-laws. It was kind of looking a little bit all over the place. So I'm not surprised that we're having trouble a little bit in New Jersey. There's always trouble in New Jersey anyway. But this one really doesn't surprise me. And it's Jennifer Aiden and Danielle. Okay. This little Jennifer Aiden was one that I really liked on the show in the beginning. I love the fact that she had this, lifestyle and beautiful home that she can invite you to, and then we got a chance to see more of a like I hate to say drama, but we got to see some things unfold with Jennifer and her family. And then it just kept unraveling with her husband. So Jennifer, she became interesting throughout the show. But as we all know, Jennifer, when she pairs, well, let me take that back. When anyone links up with Teresa, it just seems to go either left or south or something happens. I'm not saying it's you, Teresa. Don't take it that way. I'm not doing that. But it seems like when you become a really good friend of Teresa, it's like you latch on and the loyalty becomes very weird and strange. And that's what I'm seeing with Jennifer. It's like Jennifer kind of linked up with Teresa and she changed a little bit. I don't know if it was she noticed that production was giving her more time, more shows, because, we lost our girl Teresa for a little while, and Teresa knows it doesn't matter when I come back or how I come back. When I come back, it's gonna be a show. So I've been kind of wondering if that's the reason why Jennifer linked up with Teresa. But when she did, it's like all hell broke loose, and it's like Jennifer became this, I don't want to say villain, but she got a little vicious. And I don't care how wrong Teresa was, Jennifer was just right there with her. Okay? So this little Jennifer has now gotten into it with Danielle. And I love Danielle because I feel like Danielle is as much New Jersey as Teresa. She comes in, bubbly and fun, big personality, very friendly. Pretty much to me, looks like she was going to get along with all the ladies. But the news has dropped that Real Housewives of New Jersey has been put on pause, or maybe the ladies have been put on pause because Jennifer and Danielle had a little altercation. No bloodshed, but a little altercation, enough to say, hold up, we're going to have to put things on pause, or you two are now suspended. Okay, like we in school or something. But they have now been suspended, and there has actually been talks that it's so bad and they're so split that they were thinking about filming the two separately with two separate groups. Like, come on, how old are we? Like, can we not be in the same box together? Or are we still at the age where we have to be split up? Like we are preschool age. Nay. So they are like mixing things up on the shows, and they are keeping me kind of on the edge of my seat with where things are going. I don't know what I would think or expect from a show that has a split up. But you know what? Hold on a second here. If you guys really pay attention to the shows, in all honesty, this is what happens all the time. They create these alliances, right? And then you see a group of girls come on the show and it looks like they like each other, or everybody look like they're getting along. And because we all know we're not stupid, we're here. You guys are not real friends. You're just a group of wealthy girls, and they kind of put them together because somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And she is like the queen of the show, and we talk to the folks and they say, let's do this, right? It's not really real friends. I mean, I'm going to do this with my own group of friends right here in my own neighborhood. But we know what goes down. And so they put these girls together, and they kind of like each other in the beginning. They're getting to know each other. And then one of the girls, you guys know I'm not lying, one of the girls will have an issue with another girl. And it's almost high school. And then they get with maybe one or two other people, because it's normally six of them, and they will chat about the thing. And then so you have this group over here chatting about the thing, and then you have the group over here that's kind of against them. One time the girls had the smalls against the talls in Atlanta. They do this kind of stuff. If you think I'm lying, just watch one reunion. You got the group of girls over here that have now paired up with who they think is right. Then you got the group over here who paired up with who they think is wrong. And it makes for a really good reunion. So this is pretty much what they've done every show. Not quite sure if the producers are doing this. Makes sense. But that's kind of how it ends up. So with them now saying that, they're actually thinking about splitting the girls up to film them separately. I don't know. I don't know if I should say these women need to grow up, or are they just doing something different to try something different to keep us entertained? You see what I'm saying? Kind of wondering if that's what it is. But this is what they do all the time, okay? So they're not the only ones that are keeping me entertained and keeping, us on the edge of our seats. I want you to come back because we have got to talk about Bethany Frankel and Rachel, okay? Reason why I bring this up at the end of the show is because it took me a while, because it may seem like I'm a little late talking about this, but it took me a while to process it. And I want to tell you why I believe and think and pretty much know that Bethany did what she did. Smart girl. We'll talk later about all of this right there on Hot Topics.